Buddy, how is everybody doing this set today? It is Monday. Whoo, I'm going to have to admit, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. We had a long weekend. We were at the Corn State Finals this weekend and just lots going on this weekend. It was just busy. And I got my camper cleaned up for a possible winterizing. I'm hoping we don't have to just yet, but I have a feeling that winterizing is going to happen sooner rather than later. So, guys, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Rhonda Niehaus. I am a confidence and life coach, and I come to you daily, Monday through Friday, to talk to you about and give you some little tips and tricks on what you can do to be confident, stay confident, gain your confidence, all of those kind of things, because we as moms struggle. Okay. All right. So, we're going to talk about seeing the glaring truth today. You're like, Rhonda, what in the world? All right. So, confession times, mom. Confession time. How many kids have you ever told your kids to do something? And how many of the kids turned around and looked at you and said, well, but mom, you do that? Yes. And this is where this phrase came out that, because I can remember doing it to my mom, and she's like, well, do as I say and not as I do. Okay. So if you've ever heard that phrase or given that phrase to your kids, you know you're probably guilty. All right. But here's the thing is sometimes the kids show us the glaring truth. Like when the kids talk negative to themselves or they say something and you hear it and you hear them say something negative, you're like, don't talk negative like that. And they turn and they look at you and they go, but you do. You know, you need to think about these things that we are asking our kids to do. Or have you ever asked them to celebrate a small win and they're like, and they resist? And have you ever looked at yourself and be like, you know what? I get it. I can't even celebrate a small win myself. It's hard. I struggle with that. So the glaring truth is it's easier to tell other people what we need to do than it is to tell ourselves and to follow our own directions. That is the other thing that is part of this, is it's hard to follow our own directions. So guys, when you give somebody your advice, when you say you have a child that is just constantly talking negative and be like, okay, so here's the thing. We're going to race. We're going to see who can go the longest without saying one negative thing. Make it a bet and be like, when we make it a month, maybe make it 2 weeks, maybe make it a week. When we make it a week, we're going to go do something together. Maybe it's go get ice cream. Maybe it is have a little shopping day. Maybe it is going to lunch, something like that. It can be anything. Maybe you guys are going to treat yourselves to mani-pedis. But try and challenge your kids and you to do the same thing, to work on it together and just be humble. Be to them, you know what? You know what, Susie? You're correct. I do speak negative to myself. And you know what? That's going to stop today because I don't want you to talk negative to yourself. So I'm going to not talk negative to myself. So what we're going to do is we are going to, for a week, not talk negative, not in your head, not anything. And you're going to have to be honest. And then if you can honestly say that you did not speak negative to yourself all week or that you squashed it immediately, because you guys, it's going to take a minute to get that stuff to stop. But then be like, at the end of the week, we're going to go get a mani-pedi. At the end of the month, we're going to have a girls' day. At the end of the month, we're going to, whatever, maybe in 2 months, we're going to take a trip. Do things to celebrate those small wins. And the longer you can go without doing those stuff, that kind of stuff, and it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. Just tell them that this is what you want to do. All right? And see what happens. I bet you're going to see a shift and a change in both of you. Absolutely in both of you. But recognize the glaring truth. Know that what you say, remember what they say is when you point fingers at one person, You've got 3 pointing back at you. So take those 3 and take your own advice. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys all tomorrow. But before I do, guys, I talked about this more over in my VIP Facebook group. Grab that link. It's also in the description of the video that you're watching. Grab that and head on over there. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great day.